out there matchup.
Have you ever seen it before?
I don't think I have, but genuinely. I don't think I've ever seen these two characters in particular fight each other.
I don't believe I've ever watched this match before in my life.
Because obviously, like we said about sort of Jaka and what he's been doing with Isabelle, and we say that, you know, because Isabelle is such a rare character as well. There are not too many mains out there, but Jaka still is able to do so much with it that makes it sort of Isabelle look like a strong meta threat.
Yeah, because it has to be said, Isabelle is an incredibly interesting character. She has next to no movement stats. However, she has actual incredible frame data. She has one of the best jabs in the game in the way that it combos. She has an incredible up tilt that sweeps around her. She has an F tilt that kills. She has a down tilt that hits below ledge. She has an F smash that kills incredibly early. She has an up smash that is fast and kills incredibly early. But speaking of killing incredibly early, what about Sheik's side B? What about that grenade?
What about Sheik though? Honestly, you asked me about the matchup and me saying that I kind of can't call. The only thing I could think of was that potentially Sheik's speed was going to be disastrous for Isabelle. And
yeah,
that is
that's
kind of what we're seeing immediately here, where
agreed.
Isabelle is not the fastest character in the world. You know, definitely kind of lacks it in the speed department. But
pretty sure one of the slowest.
But Sheik, on the other hand, very, very fast. And I feel like that is where Jaka's going to sort of fall down a little bit, where he just can't really combat kind of how fast Sheik is, and Sheik just being all up in there.
Yeah, like Ramen is literally just getting up in his face and then never getting out of his face.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm here now. This is my new home. Thanks for letting me in. Even though I was uninvited. Thanks for letting me in. Here I am. I'm here to stay. And right now, Mr.R is putting on so much good pressure. Jackal's trying a lot of these up smashes, just trying to catch him, landing unsafely with an aerial, but Mr.R's not giving it to him, not giving him grabs, not giving him anything really smart aside from these slingshots. That it's nice percent, but it doesn't matter when you're getting kill confirmed off the side, the needles and bouncing fish. Beautiful play from Mr.R, and he goes 2 stocks up.
Yeah, this is looking so good. And of course, Jaka does find a fishy one, send them up to the skies, but Olabashan, it's got a high ceiling.
It does.
And so unfortunately, not going to take the stock just yet. And I feel like Jaka really needed it too.
Yeah, really nice movement from Mr.R. He looks like he'd mispositioned, but then immediately comes back on stage with the B reverse neutral B and just continues his pressure on Jaka. Oh, he almost got the triple bounce.
He was going for it.
I respect it. It would have been hot as hell.
There was no doubt in my mind there that Mr.R was cooking something with that, but
Jaka responds with the bounce, with the grenade projectile, not the explosion itself, just a small little projectile. However, that small little percent is not really doing him any favors right now, as Mr.R is put on so much pressure, leaving Jaka at the side of the stage, gets in there, puts him off stage, and there's up B mixes as well. Ramen's just really able to do whatever he likes at the moment. He's feeling himself, and rightfully so.
Okay, lovely stuff there from Jaka. Just using the recovery that, you know, Isabelle has, of course, one of the best recoveries in the game. So just saying, yeah, I can go down there. I'll just neutral it in your face, take that stock away.
Yep. Oh, and as down there, doesn't quite convert into an up air. I was scared for Jaka's life right now. I'm sure he is too, as he's stunning at the ledge against Mr.R, who is converted into every one of these bouncing fishes seamlessly, seals out that last stock with a 2-stock victory. Barely any percent on that second stock as well. Commanding victory in the first game for Mr.R.
Yeah, he will not miss those. Absolutely, he will not miss those. If he finds the chance, if he finds the opportunity, he will not miss with those bouncing fishes. And there, again, just saying, yeah, landed neutral left, that's death. That's done.
Yep.
All right, so going to Battlefield next for game 2 there. Kind of, I think sort of Jaka sort of saw that obviously the fishing mod not killing off the top there and just thought, you know what, yeah, I think I actually do need just a stage with a slightly lower ceiling to it.
Slightly lower ceiling, a little bit more movement options, more platforms you can camp under,
as well.
more pressure he might be able to escape. But honestly, with Isabelle's movement stats, I'm not quite sure. Obviously, Sheik can also move phenomenally around Battlefield. This place is a playground.
And of course, you can just sort of, I feel with Battlefield as well, compared to Hollow, you could hide that down B as well, the Lloyd bomb, which has an official name.
Oh, yeah, also
that one.
Also the Lloyd Rocky, yeah. Also that dash attack as well, the jar, I don't know if people know, but that jar is just straight up an active projectile throughout its flight. And so on stages like Battlefield, you can actually get a few like little lucky cheeky hits as well, and it converts into slingshots as well. It's really nice.
Okay, but and definitely we're seeing, I think that the stage is benefiting Jaka a lot more here. But of course, it is that speed once more that just comes out to play, as Mr.R is just able to get right up in Jaka's face and start his attack.
Yeah, certainly a nice little slowest pace set for Jaka this time. He's able to put up his wall a little bit more, able to get a little bit more pressure with the fishing rods, control the space with the Lloyd rocket in the center there.
Yes.
It's a really nice position with the fishing rod catching Mr.R going to the ledge. Jaka's having a much easier time as the third side B will be the one to do it. Finally, Mr.R takes the bait and is launched into the ceiling.
And we said about the fishing one and how we think Battlefield was going to be more beneficial.
Yep.
Immediately saw it there where, I think on Hollow, he was struggling to kill even a sort of 110, sort of 120%, taking them off the ceiling there. But that percentage there, Jack was still able to do it.
Yeah, Mr.R, though, just answered back immediately, and I think this is the earliest I've consistently seen Sheik kill. I don't think he's killed below, above 130 yet, so far as Sheik, which is a technical marvel, to be honest.
Yes.
The way that he finds every single one of these confirms so seamlessly is really well, despite the fact that Jack is putting up such an amazing wall. Look at these slingshots, look at this Lloyd rocket, look at this fishing rod. How do you get past all of this, even with Sheik's neutral right now? Jaka just has complete control of this airspace.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the thing about Isabelle. So you could just set up this entire projectile wall where you just fire everything out, and if you could just keep the character away, I mean, Sheik's entire game plan is, I need to be in your face, I need to be getting my attacks in because I don't have range to me. I've got needles, but that's not gonna kill.
Yeah,
so
like,
I need to be in you. I need to be up in front of your face.
Unless you're going to the top blast zone right now, this is a no-flight zone for Mr.R. He is struggling really hard to get in, but finally finds a few up tilts. Ooh, that up smash. That smash was just risky. I do like it, though, as he does get two landing reads on Jaka. Goes for a third, doesn't quite find it, but keeps him on the ledge. It's really nice pressure from Mr.R right now, who finds in there, and it will inevitably lead into a bouncing fish. I don't feel like I need to keep saying this. I feel like it's just a fact of the world that will happen, whether I speak into existence or not.
Definitely, yeah. Mr.R will not miss those. We said in game one, he will not miss those confirms. But regardless, Jaka is still on the verge of being able to take the stock. 132 on Sheik, Mr.R right now. So just anything really from Jaka will take that stock away. You can see he's definitely sort of slowed it down because he's just waiting for his opportunity.
Yep. Nice, just a little slingshot pressure, just rack on the percent so that you may kill even earlier with those slingshots. Very good strategy from Jaka, but especially since he's not finding as many edge guards anymore, Smart. Mr.R has really slowed down his recovery, changed up the tempo of his mix-up, changed up the height, and as a result is getting a lot harder to edge guard, but Jaka's not struggling in neutral, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can actually, I think right now, Mr.R is struggling to find a way in, and I do love, again, just the patience from Jaka saying, you know what, I think I found a plan that works here, and I can take a stock whenever. But I mean, as I was saying, all of that, Zanati, we saw what Mr.R was getting there.
Yep.
But finally, the down air does land. Jaka taking that stock away.
Yeah, I mean, shade the smash forward to the way he was just carrying him across the stage with that full rage. But up till right now is resulting in a sweeping save from Jackal as he manages to get Mr.R off him quite consistently and has actually racked on a lot of percent. Despite the fact that he was previously at a deficit, Jaka has looked so strong in this and has actually been engaging with Mr.R. This very nice tempo mix-up, this way that he's engaging a little bit more safely has really led to some serious percent smart. And all of a sudden, we're seeing a complete reversal of fates where Jaka has a big lead. And I told you, that jab one is lethal.
That jab one is so good.
You probably thought that was fake as hell. I'm pretty sure that was real.
No, I'm fairly convinced that was confirmed.
Yeah, that jab one has a surprising amount of hit stun that can lead into just about anything. Jaka opting for the down smash that takes Mr.R's stock away. A brilliant final stock of that game too.
And I have to say, Isabelle, it's a cool addition to this game, but that squeaky hammer is most
so
BM,
funny.
It's the most BM
It's so
move
funny.
in this entire
It's
game.
disgusting how it's one of the best jabs in the game, dude.
Why does it just lead to confirms?
I
We saw it there,
can't
but
believe
just
they allowed that.
People have legitimately lost sets to squeaky hammer.
That thing has an infinite.
Yes, it does.
They gave an infinite to a squeaky hammer. Like
It's just a sound effect it makes as
I'd
well.
be so upset if I got hit by that. I have an Isabelle in my region too. I'm blessed that he doesn't go for that stuff.
It's just, like I say, it's just the fact that people have legitimately lost probably grand finals to squeaky hammer. But here we go. Anyway, we're moving on to game 3 here.
Yeah, they have. And we'll be moving on to game 3 where Mr.R will not be trying to lose to Squeaky Hammer.
Hopefully
He
not.
will instead be making a big statement with this neutral. I don't know if I'm Jaka if I would have allowed the stage again. There probably are worse counter picks. He's probably a lot more knowledgeable of the matchup and the stage picks. But right now, Mr.R is just like, okay, we're back onto this single platform. Have fun with neutral. I'm not leaving this.
Again.
I'm not leaving you alone.
We saw how good sort of Hollow
Oh.
was for Mr.R in that game 1, so I'm not surprised we've ended up back here. Oh, but
He
still.
finally missed.
Yeah, he finally did miss.
missed.
It was just a case of sort of just not being slightly high enough to land a bouncing fish.
Yeah.
He narrowly missed it. But of course, Sheik is a character that you need to be hitting those confirms. Otherwise, it's pretty disastrous. But
Unless you're
thankfully-
wrong.
Of course, unless I'm wrong, of course. Yeah, we're just with the FP covered out.
Yeah, unfortunate recovery from Jackal, not realizing at all that Sheik's hitbox is quite big actually on that up B, and incredibly strong. Mr.R delaying that recovery with the down air, very nice, gets some nice lead up percent as Jackal is slowing down the pace of neutral a bit more, and so he's going to be nickel and diming it a bit more now, opting for smaller hits until he can get those big conversions like that fair bouncing fish and puts him on the ledge, which is where he's found so much success.
And Jaka again just sort of playing this sort of neutral game, but Mr.R is sort of just trying to find a way. They're both trying to find
Yeah.
something, to be honest.
But Mr.R is the one that's getting a lot of success, and I want to point out specifically, Smart, that down tilt seems so menacing. He is crouched below those slingshots repeatedly, being up in Jackal's face with that down tilt, and that has worked out so well for him as he gets another confirm at 90. This is not normal. This is not standard. This is different. I can't believe how well Mr.R is finding stocks. It might be the lightness of Isabelle, or it might just be his pure expertise allowing him to find it at every single opportunity. And as a result, Mr.R is looking so solid in the third game, as we might be seeing another 2-stock.
Yeah,
Potentially a 3-stock.
I'm going to say, I've only just clocked that Mr.R has not lost a single stock
No,
yet.
Jackal,
Not a single one.
Jackal was doing really well for a time, but then Mr.R just, it happened again. He got into Jacka's face, and he never left it. He was eye to eye to him the whole time and would not leave him alone. And Jack is trying to get a bait, trying to get a fishing rod, trying to get a Lloyd, but Mr.R's not falling for it. He's taking his time with his patience. Eventually that Lloyd rocket will despawn, and when it does, you can be sure that Mr.R will be there, ready to destroy that stock of yours. Pressuring that recovery.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect it. He had to go for it, really. He's got the stocks to play with as well. And hopefully he just won't come to regret it. But 105 right now, I don't think he will. He's got 2 stocks to play with. Jaka in triple digits. This is quite a mountain for Jaka to climb, which he will not be doing.
Yeah, beautiful read on that jump with the up air. Just double jumps, meets him right there in the sky and takes him out. I believe that's like the first kill we've seen off the top. Every other kill has been off the side with like side B, down B, and up B. But finally, Mr.R gets a big up air read and managed to take that away. And we do see Mr.R banning Battlefield this time, crucially.
Yes.
Not wanting to Jackal to have that maneuverability, be able to cover that much space, and instead we go to Kalos. I can see why. I can see why FD would be nice for, like an FD-like stage would be nice for Isabelle.
Yeah.
And obviously covering that ascent on the side with those flat sides of the stage is probably really nice as well. I imagine there's some platform steps, but at the same time, I know that neutral beasts love flat stages because they can control the bottom of the stage so well and they send you up.
Okay, so this is the opportunity. This is the time now for Jaka. We want to take this to a game 5.
He's so
Of course,
cheeky, dude.
Mr.R wants to try and just end this here. Take the set 3. Want to move on in that top 64. That's already a good start for Jaka here. Just again, starting to set up his bow. But the neutral beat, I'm going to assume, was probably a misinput there,
Most
actually.
likely.
We saw on player cam. Saw Jaka looking a little bit sort of disheartened about that one.
Yeah. And Mr.R, now that he's got on his face again, Jackal doesn't really have those sorts of platforms to relieve him of the pressure, but does get a really nice up air sense Mr.R to the skies, relieves the pressure with the Lloyd Rocket. He's doing really well to like defend himself, but that's just it, Smart. I feel like it's defense, not offense that Jackal can get right now. And at the moment, it's working out, but we have seen Mr.R, when he does manage to eventually break the zone, just get rewarded so much more like with that down B.
Yeah, he was. I love the kind of that Mr.R just said, you know what? I know that she is most far away. I'm just going to go for it anyway.
Send it.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He was just saying, you know what? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll send it. Yeah, all good.
Yeah, and right now, again, he's just sticking so close to Jackal. He runs up to him, shield. Here's your aerial. Here's my aerial. Mine's safe. Yours isn't. Here's percent. Here's damage. Here's an edge guard potentially, Smart.
Oh, and the fishy mod as well. I think Jaka wanted to use it to get back up to the stage, but just didn't quite work out that way. And now, again, this is just looking better and better for Mr.R.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think this matchup just seems quite tough. He does manage to get that fishing rod, but the moment that battlefield pick got reprieved of him,
Yeah.
it seems so difficult for Jaka to actually make a solid statement in neutral and get on consistent damage, unlike Mr.R, who whenever he does find it, just finds so much percent and just sticks in his face, gets these nairs, pressuring the platform, gets another one, and Jack was stuck on ledge, gets another one. Smart, he's not letting go of him. Stop bullying the puppy!
He's just trying to get back to the stage, and Mr.R's not letting it happen.
She's so innocent. She doesn't deserve this.
She's just a poor. She's just a.
Oh
a
no!
receptionist.
Oh.
Yeah, she just wants to live.
He was about to put the dog down, Smart, I won't lie.
Yeah, this is this is looking scary and scary. About a minute, Jaka is gotta find a way in, but Mr.R's just not letting it happen.
He's spacing so well, he's aggressing so well, he's just playing so well. And this is third seed of the tournament at the end of the day. This is one of the best players you will be seeing at this tournament, and he's making it obvious why.
And I love the use of the back air there. You know, one could be forgiven for thinking that Mr.R would probably go sort of under it and maybe go for the up smash read or something like that.
Yeah.
But instead, it's just saying, you know what, nah, I'm aerial right now. I'm just going to go for the back air, just send you away.
Yeah. Looks for jab 1-2 down to 1 over in the percent range. Perhaps this was not possible in Isabelle. I couldn't say no about cheats him, no. But still, it doesn't seem to bother Mr.R.
Oh.
Though he does find an early slug at 70%, Smart.
Yeah, that confirm is so deadly as well. It just deals so much damage.
When you get triple
high.
turnips as well in that up air,
Yeah.
so strong. Especially when he's got so much rage.
And unfortunately, that is going to be it, though. Jaka played it nicely, taking it to the last stock, but Mr.R's pressure is spacing his combo game just a little bit too good. Just a little bit too good.
He's too good in general.
He's just a bit good.
Yeah.
Just a pretty good player.